pa. Yes! Ang tubig na kalusot. Ito sa inyo. Super rookie ang po si Roger. He is the man of a million buckets. Yes! Domination by Asi Paulado.
This is the PBA on ABC.
Sa ating Smart PBA Fiesta Conference, we are at the Henares Center in Antipolo City at maglalaban ngayon sa ating first game of a double-header are the Barangay Ginebra Gene Kings kontra Santa Lucia Realtors. Of course, Barangay Ginebra taking the 1-0 lead in the last game last Sunday by a nail-biter, which was only a 2-point win para sa kanila, and they want to close out the series today para wala nang problema, wala nang rubber match. But Santa Lucia wants to stay alive. The question is, ano ba mangyayari dito? Royal Ratchada ba o yung mga rest back ng Realtors ang iiral dito? We say Royal Ratchada sapagkat itong Barangay Ginebra Gene Kings on a 7-game winning streak. Itong Realtors naman, when their backs are against the wall, they always get the victory. When it's a must-win ball game, they get that victory. Ako po si Charlie Cuna, together with me the bombastic Barry Pasqua. Barry, who will get this victory today? 7-game winning streak or the guys with their backs against the wall?
Well, napakahirap sagutin ng katanungan yan. Although masasabi natin itong Barangay Ginebra is on a roll nga, and they snatched game 1. Kasi game 1 kasi lamang na yung Santa Lucia halos all the way. But suddenly itong Barangay Ginebra came alive in the fourth quarter, won the game 92-90 for a 1-0 lead. Pwede nang tapusin ngayon. Ang tanong ng Barangay Ginebra, kung pwede nang tapusin yan, ba't mapag-biyernes pa?
Yun na nga, let's look at the playoff picture where it stands right now. Yung sa first game nila, naghari itong Barangay Ginebra Gene Kings by just 2 points. Sabi nga natin, naghari nga ba sila? Just a great run by Junior Valenzuela was able to pull the victory out for them.
Well, yun na nga, and until the final buzzer, hindi pa sigurado, hindi pa klaro yung panalo yun, when Junior Valenzuela missed the 3-point attempt and grabbed the offensive rebound, doon pala na sigurado yung panalo ng Barangay Ginebra sa game number 1. So masabi natin, Ginebra is running for its 8th consecutive victory and the right to face itong Red Bull dun sa best of 7 semi-final round.
Exactly. Siyempre, if you're Ginebra, gusto mo nang tapusin today yan. You don't want any rubber matches where anything can happen. Santa Lucia, of course, wants to stay alive. Yung mga main men para sa dalawang team na ito, you go, of course, may mga imports dyan. This is an import-laced conference. But you go to the locals. There are guys who play like imports. Mark Agiwa on the one hand, you have Kelly Williams on the other hand, the flyer against the Furious.
Ito ang dalawang ito, kung halimbawa, minus the imports, ito ang dalawang itong main men ng kanilang kukunan. Mark Agiwa, whether he starts, whether he comes off the bench, 30 points sa kanyang production.
Exactly. Ito si Mark Aguirre was just doing great and he went to the line several times, was able to make the most of his free throws. O kaya naman ang ganda ng production niya. On the other hand, Kelly Williams, diba? He's leading in the MVP race. So he's really going to deliver. They need him tonight. But as we look at the Santa Lucia Realtors, we look at their lineup, their climb to this quarterfinal round has not been without a lot of drama, Barry.
Well, tingnan mo itong nag-warm up sila Parang may kulang
Somebody's missing there. Parang there's this big man that they had last game who doesn't seem to be warming up with them right now. We're talking about Lee Benson. There was drama about him. Is he going to stay? Is he going to go? A lot of things have been said about it, and eventually over the past couple of days, na-resolve na yan. Let's turn it over to Dominic Uy. He's got the answer for us.
Thank you, Charlie. Madami nga nagtatanong, nasan ba si Lee Benson? And I'm with the team manager, Mr. Buddy Encarnado, to find out ano ba talaga nangyari kay Lee Benson. Sir, ano bang balita?
Well, again, apparently Lee Benson woke up at the wrong side of the bed and had negative character again in him and wanting so many demands. It's all right when a player wants something with management. You can sit down with management, but when you always try to threaten, when you always try to coerce the team into submission by threatening management of not playing just because you want something, we have to put a stop to this. Nobody can threaten the team, and this is a bad example not only for Santa Lucia but also the PBA. These players come here and we show them hospitality. We treat them well, and likewise the fans. We don't deserve this. I told him, this kind of character has no place. I thought all the while that I was getting a professional player, but all he did was unprofessional. So I cannot sacrifice the integrity, the discipline of the team. Although let me state to the fans that we want to win. But even without Lee, I want to assure everybody that my team more than ever will be playing their darnest best. As a matter of fact, please watch this game because we will show to you that the players of Santa Lucia with homegrown talents, all Filipino, will play their darnest best this afternoon.
Alright, thank you, Boss Buddy. Ayan po, narinig niyo pa from Boss Buddy and Coronado. Charlie, Barry, may tanong pa ba kayo?
Well, reaction lang, ano. Alam mo, hindi nga natin kailangan yung ganyang klaseng import. And nanig natin na pinagpipilihan niya itong PBA o yung China. Kung kukunin siya ng China, sasakit din ulo sa kanya yung team na kukuha sa kanya dun eh. Kaya pala ugali niya.
Let them take the burden of having Lee Benson, and you heard it straight from Buddy and Coronado. They sent him home. They got fed up, and that's it. But when we get back after this short break, bakbakan na, Santa Lucia, Barangay Ginebra, game number 2 of this quarterfinal series. Back at the Inares Center, dito sa Antipolo City. This is game number 2 of the quarterfinal series between Barangay Ginebra and Santa Lucia. And as we said earlier, Barangay Ginebra wants to put Santa Lucia away and make its way to the semifinal round to face the Red Bull Barako. Itong Santa Lucia wants to live to fight another day, but they'll have to do it without this fellow, Lee Benson, a lost property para sa kanila. These are the statistics that they're going to be missing because this guy was promptly sent home by Buddy and Coronado for conduct detrimental to the team.
Right, lost property pero who cares, diba?
Exactly.
Ganun yan eh, ganun yung
Not an asset.
Not an asset yan eh. Parang binili mo ng mahal yan, pero hindi mo nang maibibenta ng gano'n.
Yun na nga.
Diba, kahit saan pa siya maglaro sa buong mundo,
At
ito may nanatiling batik sa kanya to eh.
yun na nga. At nakita naman natin yung disgust and the disappointment, of course, sa bosses ni Buddy and Coronado. When he was explaining just a while ago kung bakit nila pinauwi ang import, you know, they said they owe it to the fans to play well today and they will play hard. And by sending their import away, it doesn't mean that they're giving up on this series.
And you can see, etong mga Realtors, they have smiles on their faces. Pati si Coach Boyd Fernandez, nakangiti eh. Less pressure on their shoulders yun eh.
Right.
And they're decided underdogs in this game. You just play.
And let's remember, you know, they're playing all Filipino today, and the last time they played all Filipino, they won the championship in the last conference. Diba? So this is a very, very good local lineup para sa Santa Lucia. Let's see how they match up with the import reinforced Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings. This is not, of course, a pushover of an import. Alexander has been a dominant force, leads the league in rebounds, can score, and has good defensive prowess inside the shaded area. Tingnan natin paano mag-react itong Santa Lucia Realtors as the fives on the floor begin the action. We're beginning with, on the offense, Santa Lucia Realtors, Miranda, Reyes, Aquino, Omolon, and Kelly Williams. Of course, Kelly Williams will be looked upon to do most of the scoring cudgels dito para sa Santa Lucia Realtors. On the defensive end, we have Pacana and Helderbrand in the backcourt. Alexander, Mamaril, and Junti Valenzuela playing another forward spot para sa Barangay Ginebra. Immediately, the first attempt of Dennis Miranda is not good. Balik tayo sa kabila, Barangay Ginebra on the attack.
Ang sinasabi natin, limahan din naman ito eh. Hindi naman apat pa yung naglaro sa Santa Lucia eh. Lima pa rin naman yung nasa board. So,
these are pros,
chances.
These are pros, these are veterans. At ito nga yung sinasabi palagi, bilog naman ng bola eh. At anything can happen in any given ball game. As we see Pacana driving to the basket, getting a foul, he'll go to the line to try to get the first 2 points of this ball game. Chris Pacana, balik PBA. Nawala sandali yan.
Yun na nga. At makita natin, pero mo, nag-start pa siya dito. It's a very important game. Ano starting for Barangay Ginebra?
Mintis nga lang kanyang unang free throw attempt. He gets another chance. With barely 30 seconds gone by here in the ball game.
And the misses ball.
0 for 2. So yung pa rin natin score, 0-all. So may chance ang makakuha ng unang mga puntos itong Santa Lucia Realtors. Denok Miranda at the point. That's a matchup we'll be watching. Miranda against Helderbrand. Kelly Williams, top of the key 3. Too long, Helderbrand for the board. They go into Billy Mamaril, wants to challenge Kelly Williams, goes up, supalpal sa taas, but there's a foul downstairs. It's going to go against Ryan Reyes, the rookie. Ryan Reyes, in the last ball game, was held to just 9 points on only 5 attempts from the field. He should be taking more attempts, you'd think, para sa Santa Lucia Realtors.
Alam mo, well, I have this feeling kasi itong Santa Lucia malas ito pag sa Cuneta nag-aaro eh. Hindi yata nananalo sa Cuneta yun eh.
Pero sa Inares?
Sa Inares, as a batting average dun eh. Siguro wala pang import. Malamang maganda ang show ng Santa Lucia dito eh.
Well, we go to the other end of itong Barangay Ginebra. 4 attempts at the line, 0 for 4. Our score is still 0 all. With almost 2 minutes gone by here in the first quarter. A traveling violation on Bitoy Omolon results in a turnover. So in the first 2 minutes of this game, neither team wants to make a basket.
They want to make a basket. Kaya hirap sila.
Ito si Helterbrand kontra Bitoy Omolon. They go to Alexander, the left side. Swing it all the way to Helterbrand. Doesn't hesitate from out there. It's a DMS.
The icebreaker coming from JJ Helterbrand. Who else?
Defensive assignments have changed. It's Pacana on Miranda now. They go to Marlo Aquino. And the big man might have to step up.
Ganda ng paso ng Marlo.
With a great feed para dito kay Ryan Reyes.
Galaw lang ng galaw. Makikita kayo ng Marlo. Laki yan eh.
Oo nga. At he's known to have great passing skills. Itong si Marlo Aquino.
Talagay ko haba playing time ni Marlo dito. Average playing time ni Marlo is about 16 minutes a game eh.
And then call on him to do a little more in this game. Natapik ang bola to Marlo Aquino up ahead. Pero nagaw ni Helterbrand. Tipped out by Denok Miranda. Ball stays with the white shirts of Barangay Ginebra.
Medyo nagmadali si Marlo Aquino that time.
Here's Alexander and a whistle. Immediately as the ball came into Alexander, there's a push. Number 32, that's Denok Miranda.
Second ball yan, ito si Denok Miranda. Top assignment, Junti Valenzuela yung babantay niya, the veteran.
Maril hands it off to Helterbrand. They go down to Alexander, spins towards the baseline. Good defense on the part of Marlo, pero yung fake resulted in a foul mula kay Marlo.
And Chris Alexander keeps the free throw line
to try to up the free throw percentage of the Barangay Ginebra team here. In the early going, 0 for 4 so far on 2 misses from Mamaril and Pacana. Each.
To each. Let's see,
Ano, may tendency nga, tama yung sinabi mo kayo na Barry, that there may be different attitude on the part of Santa Lucia. Nothing to lose in this game. Walang import down 0-1. And the pressure really is on the white shirts of Ginebra to finish the series. Tapos wala pang import yung kalaban, so expected to win sila ngayon.
Diba yung pressure mas mabigat sa paring ng Barangay Ginebra.
Free throws ni Alexander makes it a 3-point lead, 5-2. Miranda nagmamadali pa akit, the double team. They pass it over to Omolon. Kelly makes his move, loses the ball. Alexander up ahead to Helterbrand. The defense comes down quickly para sa green shirts. Junti, hesitation move, loses it. Turnover, Ryan Reyes. There are 2 white shirts, but he eludes the defense. He goes to the left side using the right hand, and that was a great shot from Ryan Reyes.
4 points for Ryan Reyes, not shot. At least score para sa parang ng Barangay Ginebra.
Cross-court pass to Pacana. They swing it all the way back to Junti. He's over from 3.
So itong Barangay Ginebra, dalawang 3-point shots, dalawang free throws.
We all know that Junti Valenzuela can have a bad game for 3/4 of the game or even more, and then still producing the clutch. But when it starts out this way,
ako delikado yun.
Exactly. Foul is called. First personally, Chris Pacana. First personal also, first team foul rather, on the Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings. Omolon. Passing over to Ryan Reyes. They go down to Marlo Aquino. Marlo scoop shot. Doesn't go, bitin yun, pero natulak siya at natawagan naman ng foul. Itong import.
That could be a good ploy or good scheme para sa panig ng Santa Lucia. Let Marlo be active and hope that he pushes a lot of fouls from this guy.
Dapat naman talaga. and he made his move. Bitin talagang layup, but there's a little nudge from Chris Alexander, although Alexander doesn't agree with the call, but Mario's at the line making the first of 2.
Surprisingly. Kaya alam naman natin ang free throw shooting percentage sa Marlo Aquino. No? At magugulat na dahil 2 out of 2 para kay Marlo Aquino.
So 8-6 ang ating score, 8.5 remaining in the first. They make it across the timeline. Alexander sees an opening, wants to attack, passes off to Mamaril. Masyado malakas ang kanyang layup. And of course, Marlo Aquino, after all these years, still provides some intimidation on the defense.
Siyempre, ilan lang silang napakaraming shot blocks.
Aquino. 10-foot jumper from Marlo Aquino.
Kailangan ba namin si Lee Benson?
Yun na nga
ako eh.
Well, I'm sure it was Coach Boyd Fernandez hoping and praying that Marlo Aquino and of course Dennis Espino on the bench will step up in this ball game to make up for the loss of Lee Benson.
Sandwich. What you call a J.J. Helderman sandwich.
Taking one for the team, no? Sacrificing his body. Puro green shirt na nandun sa gitna. Pasok sa doon sa gitna at na-sandwich na nga ito si Helderbrand. And the referee is saying, no free throws, you weren't going for the shot. It's only a side court inbound for you.
Masaklap doon. Pangatlong foul na ni Tenok Miranda yun.
Ang aga.
Dami naman ng point guard eh. No? Ryan Reyes, Christian Cornell, Paolo Mendoza, Boyd Fernandez.
Ayan.
Hindi pwede magdamit.
Oo nga, hindi na pwede magkaroon. Hindi na nakaline up. Junti, spin move, scoop shot. Gets it to trickle in. And there's Junti. He's a man of a million moves. Doesn't matter what uniform he's wearing.
Yeah. Parang uniform pa lang naman sa PBA yan eh. Started out with Red Bull. 3,000.
Became the stalwart. Main man para sa Red Bull. So talaga naiwan eh. Sila ni Penisi along the way. Pero ngayon, si Penisi na lang.
Penisi na lang.
Change teams ito si Junti.
Ay, pumasok na itong si Joseph Yo. Replacing itong si Denok Miranda. Back in game 1, Joseph was a no.
Oo.
It wasn't Yo.
Produce.
Ako, consequent. Kita yun eh.
Slamming into Valenzuela, and that's Omolon's second turnover after a traveling violation earlier. They need Omolon also. So itong si Omolon kasi was, aside from Kelly Williams, the only other local to score in double figures in game number 1. And they need his production. This guy can hit it from inside and out.
All elimination round long. Itong si Omolon average in double figures sa scoring. Para sa ni Williams. Itong si Reyes, Yo, fluctuate yan from 10, 9, 11, ganun eh. Parang consistent din eh.
Bad pass from Chris Alexander results in a turnover and a foul from the Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings. Here's Sta Lucia on the attack. 7 minutes and 3 remaining first quarter. Kaping palabas ni Junti Valenzuela. Mananatili ang bola sa panig ng Sta Lucia with 16 seconds left on their shot clock. Hand off to Joseph Yo. Minuto pito, he's got the height advantage, but Valenzuela stepped away ang depensa eh. Bagsak tuloy si Omolon. Another turnover credited to him. Alexander, baseline, sumalpal ni Kelly Williams. Too deep underneath. Here's Joseph Yo looking ahead. Passes to Reyes. What a pass! And Ryan Reyes, this guy really wants to win today, oh.
Klase, behind the back.
Behind the back, bullet pass. Diba? Ganda na pinakita ni Ryan Reyes on the play, feeding his teammate for the basket. Helderbrand open for 3.
Second triple shot from J.J. Helderbrand. That was a clear situation eh.
Just as quickly as Sta Lucia tied the ball game up, binuka naman agad ni Helderbrand. Marlo's jumper in and out.
Hindi pa siya sumasablay, yun pa lang eh.
Down again to Chris Alexander. To Junti. Junti too deep underneath. Same problem as a while ago. And Alexander, a useless personal underneath.
Second foul yun ni Alexander. Mas a slight nudge yun.
Tama. You know, this guy Ryan Reyes has been doing it for his team, or for the Sta Lucia Realtors. But on the other end, you know, all sorts of offense coming from guys like Junti Valenzuela. Let's see if the greatness of Ryan Reyes, the rookie, can counter the Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings so Sta Lucia can stay alive. They're down by 3 here in the first quarter. We're back at the Inares Center in Antipolo City. And, you know, there's a lot of things happening on the sidelines for both teams. And we turn it over to Dominic Uy to tell us what's going on.
Thank you, Charlie. Alam na nga natin, hindi maglalaro itong si Lee Benson. Pero the Sta Lucia Realtors are in high spirits. Kagaya nga dun sa practice nila kahapon, nung in-announce sa kanila hindi maglalaro ito si Lee Benson. Napakaganda raw ng kanilang ensayo. You know, they have a heart of a champion. They just won their first ever championship, All-Filipino Championship. Kaya naman very excited sila today, especially itong si Marlo Aquino who will be seeing a lot more minutes. Pagdating naman sa Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings, alam nila, lamang sila ng konti dahil walang import itong Sta Lucia. Pero double-edged sword, sabi nga ni Coach Jong Yuchiko, kasi baka ganahan sila. So let's see. But of course, Coach Jong wants to end this quarterfinals today. Back to you guys.
So obviously, he really wants to get this victory para matapos na ang series to move on to the next phase. And here is a steal, and Artadi going all the way, beating Utoyo Malone. And our Paul Artadi, of course, one of the guys who played great in the last ball game to get game number 1.
Parang Ginebra's found a new team, you know, a new home in Barangay Ginebra.
Si Artadi, ano mo, yung maganda talaga ron. Pati yung outside jumper niya gumana. Last game, hitting a 3-pointer, which is very rare para kay Paul Artadi. But let's see how he fares as the game goes on. It's a 5-point lead, 15-10. Turnovers piling up for the Realtors early in this ball game. Wala na yan, first quarter pa lang tayo. Ryan Reyes, quickly to Joseph Yu. 2 seconds on the shot clock. He takes the jumper.
And he makes it. Joseph Yu, first attempt, pumasok agad. Might over well para sa panig ng Sta Lucia Realty.
Oo, tama yun. And sure to at Boyet. Because in the last ball game, Joseph Yu couldn't quite produce. The pass inside, good look for Mark Agiwa. Masyado malakas ang pasa para sa kanyang partner na si JJ Hildebrand. Norman Gonzalez is in the ball game for Sta Lucia. Rafi Rivas for the Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings.
Daming malalaking mama na itong Barangay Ginebra. Eric Meng, Billy Marin, Tribis, import pa lang. Malaki.
Joseph Yu misses, but Norman Gonzalez gets a second chance. Ryan Reyes' 3 is long on the rebound. Alexander controls. Ito ng Barangay Ginebra. Mark Agiwa. 30 points last game. Let's see how much he does this time around. But now, he loses it to the end line. Tapik down. Then with some green shirt. And the referees confirm, pero you know, it stays that way. Ball will stay with the white shirts. Lob pass to Alexander. The hook shot inside. Easy pickings.
Bago na siya sa kanyang sweet spot. Pag binigyan mo ng gano'ng kalapit, hook na lang niya. Wala na mahagawa sa mga Aquino ron.
Here's Ryan Reyes. Joseph Yu. Very important players para sa Sta Lucia Realtors.
Not only for this game, but for the future.
Oo. At ayun, kala ni Paul Artadi nakaagaw na siya, pero natamaan niya ang braso ni Marlo Aquino.
Those guys, Reyes, the rookie, Yu, the sophomore, William, the sophomore, yan ang future ng Sta Lucia Realty.
Talaga. And imagine, you know, in such an early stage of their careers, nakapag-champion na sila. Diba?
And they were the main men.
Right. As well as the veteran Dennis Espino, of course, was the MVP of the finals last conference. He has yet to see action sa game na ito. Ito si Marlo naman.
Ayun, hiningi mo eh.
Ready with 4 points.
Namahalan, ito na po si Dennis Espino, hinihingi nyo.
Ayun na. Nasa scorer's table na nga ito si Dennis Espino. At nakapasok, not in time to check in before the second personal. But Sandy Salvatore was able to make it into the court para sa Barangay Ginebra. 1 out of 2 para kay Marlo Aquino, carried the lead down to 4, 17-13. Once again, we'd like to remind everybody, Lee Benson, the import of Sta Lucia, hindi maglalaro, wala na sa bansa, pinauwi na ni Buddy Encarnado. So they're playing all Filipino in this game.
Yan, nandito pa raw, kaya lang mamaya gabi yata flight.
Mamaya gabi ang flight. Norman Gonzalez misses, Joseph Yu.
Bakit naman kailangan madaliin?
Ito kabila naman, taking their time, spreading the wealth around. Ito si Artadi. Kicking to Tagiwa, his attempt from out there. Same result. Pang-apat na 3 ng Barangay Ginebra here in the first quarter.
Yan ang being very patient, practical, methodical.
And getting a 7-point lead in the process. Santa Lucia, siyempre ayaw magpaiwan dito. Try to catch up. Marlo Aquino's jumper is long. Ito si Kagiwa. To Sunday. Artadi, they go all the way down to Chris Alexander on the other side of the court. Time pa oras sa clock, 9 seconds to go.
3 seconds pa.
3 seconds called on Rafi Rivas, waiting. Thought Artadi was going to take the basket. Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings call a timeout at the 2:44 mark of our first quarter. We'll take a break. 7-point lead for Ginebra.
We really have to get energy right from the start. So we've got to really out-hustle them. That's how they won the wild card. Lots of energy in the game. If we want to get this series over with, because we know that Santa Lucia will always come up with their energy and intensity in the game. So we've got to do a better job.
Hindi ka na eh. This is the quarterfinals. Kailangan namin manalo na talaga. Yun namin mag-knockout pa eh. Gusto namin matapos sa Wednesday.
We're not just going to lay down and let us take this game. You know, we're going to come out hard, a lot of intensity. We just got to match that, and hopefully we'll get to that.
Well, ang stress ng Ginebra doon was to have more intensity, more energy against Santa Lucia. Alam nila, energy ang nagdala sa Santa Lucia. The wild card phase with their backs against the wall in knockout games. They won both by double-digit margins. They barely lost itong Santa Lucia game number 1. And pero itong Barangay Ginebra seems to have the number of Santa Lucia most of the time. 11 of their last 13 meetings. Barangay Ginebra ang nanalo.
So, dominado ng Gin Kings, no?
Ito, Paulo Mendoza is in the game. The veteran para sa Santa Lucia.
Dahil 0 out of 2 ang Santa Lucia sa region. Ang Barangay Ginebra 4 out of 4 eh.
4 out of 4, dalawa dyan kay JJ Hildebrand.
Eh.
So they need some outside shots going, and Mendoza could just be the guy para magawa yun. Alam mo naman, strict shooter yan. Pag nakaisa yan, pwede tuloy-tuloy na yan. Foul is called. Norman Gonzalez goes to the line para sa dalawang free throw. Great utility man para sa Santa Lucia Realtors.
First free throw is in for Norman Gonzalez. Played college ball para sa San Pedro Lions,
who are 3-0.
Yep, gunning for their third championship
in a row.
4 of 2 para dito kay Norman Gonzalez. Naku kakampi mo ba yun?
Yun na nga, Artadi is throwing it straight to Gonzalez. Paulo Mendoza fakes it. Jump from 15 and he gets it.
Kung yung 3 points at ay mapasok ko ba, itong malapit pa. 4 straight points para sa Santa Lucia. Ay baba nila ang dati ng Gin Kings 3. But, grabe rin yung 6 steals. Ano na natin yan?
Good find from Sunday Salvacion to the cutting Rafi Rivas para sa lefty layup. Paulo Mendoza. No man's land para sa kanya yan. And he misses.
Hindi spring ni Paulo Mendoza doon. Dahil katuturn round lang niya eh.
Artadi's scoop doesn't go. He tries to save it. Tapi ka ng bola. It goes to the green. Five-point lead para sa Barangay Ginebra. 1 minute and 40 remaining dito sa ating first quarter.
Si Dennis Daa ay tinawag ni Coach Boyd Fernandez.
At the scorer's table together with JJ Hildebrand, who presumably will replace Artadi.
Well, Dennis Daa for Williams. Ano ba yan?
Derek Espino's jumper, it doesn't go. You know, this is the guy who really tingin ko bari have to step up para sa Santa Lucia Realtors.
Kailangan.
Kasi last game, I think he scored 2 or 3 points only.
And he's the captain of the team.
Exactly. And he led them to the championship last conference. So we know, may asim ba yan? At marami pa may bibigayan for his team. Make it 5 for 5 from Rainbow Country. Another TM threat para sa Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings. And the second for Mark Tagiwa.
At lumayo na sila. This is the biggest lead of the Gin Kings. Walang puntos, 25-17. Kanina kapitid na itong Talusia eh.
Paulo Mendoza taking the jumper. Long two. Long two. Stepped on the line according to our referee. But that's 2 baskets for Paulo Mendoza. And that's still a good sign para kay Coach Boyd Fernandez that Mendoza has a good stroke this afternoon.
Coming off the bench, ito si Paulo Mendoza.
Sunday wants to try his luck.
Siguro yung parang yun eh, practice shot. Nakala na lalaro ko sa Benson eh. Sabi niya, kailangan sa labas tayo tumira. Yun ang practice sila.
Ay, pasok. Ilan na yan?
6 of 6 eh.
Santa leads a 9-point lead. Paulo Mendoza.
3 shot dahil. 3 of 1 naman yan.
3 of 4, but he's hitting 2s while they're hitting 3s.
Pwede na rin. Nakakatulong na rin.
Eh, basta striking distance naman ang gusto ng Santa Lucia dito. Not to get too left behind.
Blown away in the first quarter.
Oh. Mark Aguiwa, nadulas. Time to pass to Artadi. Artadi's scoop doesn't go, and time expires on both teams here in the first quarter. And on the strength of a great outside shooting, 6 for 6 from beyond the arc. It's a 28-21 lead at the end of one. We'll be back with the second quarter. Mark Aguiwa, already 2 3-pointers here. Kakatapos ang ating first quarter. Of course, we know this is the main spot para sa kanila. The mark of greatness from Mark Aguiwa. Game 1 off the bench. Di naman yung mga 50 na yan.
9 of 19 from the field and 7 rebounds. Upping his numbers.
Sa Ilim, alam naman natin, almost 20 points a game. Scorer naman talaga, one of the best scorers in the league right now and has been for a few years already. At pag may kailangan kang basket, itong Barangay Ginebra,
maasahan.
Oo, Mark Aguiwa pupuntahan nila just a while ago. Ito na nga nangyari, set shot. The defense slowly to react. Ito nangyari, TM Tres, atid sa inyo ng bagong TM Discard Sim. 30 pesos lang, may bagong discard ka na. As we begin the second quarter, ang bola nasa panig pa ng Barangay Ginebra, which is up by 7 points, and Eric Menk is in the ball game. And what a convenience para kay Coach Jong Wichico. You sit your import, you bring Eric Menk in, you already have Rafi Rivas. So such a tall front line. Sandy Salvason 3.
Okay. 7 of 7. Alam mo 7-7 dahil 7 straight.
Hindi pala, no? 7 por 7 from the 3-point country. Para sa Barangay Ginebra, it's a 10-point lead. The biggest so far in this game.
Si Richard Colosario, hindi ka na mawat ng pre-game eh. Nagtatanong, hindi nagtatanong si Benson.
Wala na si Benson.
Uwi na, tsugi na.
Ayun, ang first miss from 3-point country. Helterbrand misses. So that's 7 out of 8 from 3-point country para sa Barangay Ginebra, Gin Kings. And you know, hit check yun para kay Helterbrand. Hindi niya kung tuloy-tuloy ang 3-point shots nila. And a miss on that attempt first quarter, field goals. Di naman ang taas para sa Barangay Ginebra. And they're sharing the ball with a dominant numbers assist department. Really outplaying Santa Lucia. And a very poor miss on the part of Santa Lucia on that offensive. So balik ang bola sa Barangay Ginebra. Leading in double figures already. Gusto nilang palakihin yan. Helterbrand eye to eye with Mendoza. They go to Aguiwa. Sunday Salvacion. Catch and shoot. Is this Eric Menk.
Galing sa labas. Galing sa labas. Eric Menk.
Got to the ball much more quickly than anyone else. Pero umapak muna sa labas. Hindi nakapag-establish in the playing area before touching the basketball. Denok Miranda's back in the ball game. Paulo Mendoza sits down for Santa Lucia. Take note that Denok Miranda has 3 personals very early in this game. The first quarter, nakakuha ng 3 personals siya. Here's Dennis Espino, make his move against Eric Menk. Scoops him to Da, pero goes awry. Here's Aguiwa, the looper.
That was a 2-on-4 situation, ano? At hindi na naghintayan si Mark Aguiwa. He missed on the scoop shot.
Joseph Yo. Spin move. Hands in the air. Ayun! Time for a 3-point play. The Ninja gets a chance for an end-one situation.
And let's see, tingnan natin itong ginawa ni Joseph Yo. He was up against Mark Aguiwa. Ihit niya, may sumundot.
Matagal nang ginagawa ni Joseph Yo yung mga ganyang moves, hanging in the air. One of the longest hang time that you can ever have, ito si Joseph Yo.
Ninja. Ito lang talaga mag-ninja eh.
Milipad ng konti.
Ang bata ko, pinapanood ko yun, si Sintaro sa puno, kumapanik yun eh, di ba?
Pero Mintis doesn't complete the 3-point play.
No, kanina mo naman ang binato yun.
Miscommunication, tumalikod na si Mark Kagiwa. So a chance for Santa Lucia.
Ang titignan mo doon si J.A. Helterband eh. Napabundong hininga, sabi, dito lang ako sa tabi mo, ba't pinasa mo sa malayo? Ako point guard.
Joseph Yo once again, feeling confident. The spin move, nabasa na, taps it over to Dennis Espino. Lots of time on the clock. Espino tries to create space. Missing the layup. And then it'll feed to Dennis Espino. Sorry, miss. Here's Hildebrand taking it with the left.
Alam mo sa game 1, J.J. Hildebrand, hindi rin maganda yung kanyang first time performance eh. The second half na lang gumanda eh. Pang-apat ba yun? Hildebrand with 8 points.
Mga drive na ganyan kasi spectacular and using the left hand, you know. That's the nice thing about guys like J.J. Hildebrand and Mark Kagiwa, as well as Joseph Yo on the other end. Spectacular eh. Kaya gusto ng mga fans natin panoorin itong mga player na ito. They don't just make a layup, they create layups. And the miss goes to Santa Lucia. Ito si Miranda. The bounce pass. Yung traffic, natapik palabas. Ball stays with the green shirts of Santa Lucia. Baseline inbound ang mangyayari.
Sabi ni Richard De Los Santos, Steve Benson daw, binayolate yung curfew ng Santa Lucia. Ang curfew daw yung 7 ng umaga.
Ayun pala eh. Nag-violate pa ha. There's a spin of jumper is in and out. And you know, I'm sure Coach Boyd Fernandez was wishing that ball went in para kay Dennis Espino to get him on track. Pero wala na naman yun. Still a 10-point lead for Barangay Ginebra. Hildebrand's 3, top of the key, doesn't go. Suddenly, we're missing from that area. That's 3 straight misses para sa kanila. Joseph Yo.
Siyempre, nasa papasahan dun eh.
Putting the move on J.J. Hildebrand. Open court basketball. Gusto rin ng Santa Lucia yan. Marami tumakatapos sa team na yan. And they'll take it kung ganyan na nga mangyayari.
Timeout si Coach John Wichico.
Full timeout call from Barangay Ginebra. So certain substitutions, we'll talk about it when we get back. Ginebra up by 8. Back at the Inares Center ng Dipolo City, Game 2 ng ating seryeng Ginebra versus Santa Lucia. Let's look at our top players. Alexander, this is as far as minutes are concerned. Thomas, McCaskill, Dixon, and of course Kelly Williams, the only local among the top 5 as far as minutes are concerned. That's our top players, brought to us by Top Power Energy Drink. Top Power Energy. And you know, speaking of Kelly Williams, as we see some of the reserve Barangay Ginebra players sitting behind their bench,
Bokeh pa rin.
Oh, Kelly Williams, 0 points, 0 of 2 from the field. And you'd think in a game like this, which is do or die,
He should dominate.
Oh, dapat yung bola nasa kanya most of the time. But you know, you also have to credit ang depensa ng Barangay Ginebra on him.
Well, siyempre, kung halimbawa naghanda yung Barangay Ginebra, pinaghandaan lahat Benson at saka itong si Williams.
Waltzing into the lane for an easy layup is Eric Meng coming off the timeout. So yan ang resultang gusto ni John Wichico coming off the PO.
Happy birthday, Coach John.
Oo nga, belated.
Kahapon.
46 years old, sabi nila.
Binubuking mo naman eh.
Oo nga eh. Wala, pina-announce eh. Happy birthday kay Coach John Wichico. Let's see if they give him a belated gift today. Miranda's 3 is short.
Happy din na sa regalo ng linggo.
Gave 1. Advance naman yun.
Advance, so,
belated nga eh.
Ito, pagka nanalo sila, happy dahil whatever happens, kung halimbawa, nanalo na Barangay Ginebra, sa linggo na.
Sa linggo na, oo. Time off sila. Because the semis will start on Sunday, no matter what happens today. So a hard foul from Dennis Espino on Alexander. Alexander pupunta sa linya ngayon. He was 2 out of 2 on his first trip earlier. So still a 10-point lead. Make it 11.
2 out of 3 para dito kay Chris Alexander.
Espino sits down. Marlo Aquino comes back in. And Espino unproductive.
Hindi makakbuhan ng ng rhythm niya itong si Dennis Espino magmula pa nung linggo eh. 4 of 4. Alexander rings the bell.
Yep. And ito si Junti Valenzuela and Paul Artadi in the ball game for Barangay Ginebra, defending. Kelly Williams, the guy we're talking about, goes to the basket
and finally scores.
And ayun. First 2 points. Touch the lead back down to 10. 7.5 remaining sa ating first half. Artadi. Cross court. Eric Menk. Kagi was open once again. Wala na yan. Naubos ang 3-point artillery after 7 straight to begin this game. They missed the last 4. Here's Daa. Losing it to Artadi.
Masama ang hugot dito na Daa. Ay, nadapa. Gumulong. Nabiling.
Oh man, there's a slick spot apparently there because that's near the area where Kagiwa also fell earlier. So they probably should mop that up. And they do. May injure pa. Kita natin. Dulas. And he's lucky he didn't suffer an injury on that play. Yung mga ganyang play, talagang pwedeng ma-injure sa ganyan. But the ball goes back to Sta Lucia, trailing by 10. Gustong umabol rito. Ulit-ulit na natin sasabihin, do or die ito para Sta Lucia, and they're playing importless. Wala si Lee Benson, he was sent home. Turnaround jumper, wala, follow-up ni Da.
After several attempts, Da is on the scoreboard.
Mark Kagiwa to Alexander. Hands it off. Artadi onto the jumper. Is in and out. Reyes. Great pitch over to Williams, pero natabig ang bola and steal is completed. Artadi. Bounce pass to Kagiwa. Follow-up slam drive from Alexander doesn't go. Junti from 3.
Walang punto sa lagdag eh. Pero 3 points to eh. So walang 3 point shots na para sa Barangay Ginebra dito sa first half.
The lead is 11. Junti, Hildebrand, and Kagiwa have 2 3-pointers apiece. Kelly Williams wants to get it back.
He does.
PM3 para kay Kelly Williams. That's 5 points for him after he scored his first quarter. Walo ang lamang ng Ginebra. 3-point attempt si Kagiwa. And a new streak is being done by Barangay Ginebra. After hitting 7 straight, they missed 5 straight. Now it's 2 in a row. Daa, left-handed layup goes in.
Hindi na lang pwede niyang gawin eh, no? Dahil kaharap na higante.
Pero yung nangyayari kasi rito, 2 for 3 ang nangyayari. Every 2-pointer of Sta Lucia.
Sasagot ng 3 yung kalaban.
Except for once from Kelly Williams.
Nadadagdagan yun.
Natawagan pa ng foul si Kelly Williams on display against Junti Valenzuela. It happened right in front of the referee as Billy Mamadil comes in to replace Eric Menk. Hildebrand comes in for Kagiwa, and Omolon comes back into the ball game para kay Daa. Three-point field goals talaga. Tignan mo naman yung dominance na yan. 9 of 13. So the 4 straight misses instead of 5.
That's 27 points right there.
Oh, which is the bulk of the points of Ginebra. Kelly Williams tries to go hard off the glass. Tulakan sa rebound. Nahuli. Sino nahuli?
Si Junti, nanulak kay Nelbert Omolon.
Wala, if you don't have the height, you push. Parang gano'n nangyari doon eh.
Experience yun, experience. Langgo ang tawag doon.
Here's Ryan Reyes at a great first quarter. Let's see if it continues. 3-point shot doesn't go. Ito na ang Barangay Ginebra. Artadi, as usual, pushing it up. Doesn't know any other speed. It was for Artadi. Except full speed. Amaril to the basket. Hook shot.
Parang ka na-hook sa tong tira dito sa game na to, no?
Hilig nila to. Chris Alexander. Eric Mex, sumubok kanina.
Yeah. Ay, ganun eh.
Joseph Yo coming out to get it. Just over 4 minutes remaining sa ating first half. 11-point lead for Barangay Ginebra. Kelly Williams wants to lessen that. Fadeaway jumper.
Kelly Williams started to ham after being scoreless sa first quarter. Now 7. Pero malaki pa rin yung nahabol na dito eh.
Dahil nga, 3-point niya. 9-point lead. Yun eh. 9 3-pointers.
Kung parang 2 points lang yung tabla tayo eh, no?
Valenzuela. Gusto niya sana ipasa eh. Walang lumaban sa kanya.
Tinira na lang.
Kinaliwa pa.
When in doubt.
And a steal from Paul Artadi. So Santa Lucia has to take care of this ball. Good pass inside to help the brand. Decides to go to Mamaril. The jumper from 15. And things are clicking. Everything's clicking para sa Barangay Ginebra. They're hitting it inside the lane on hook shots, lefty layups, 3-pointers galore. And now they're up by 13 points, a baker's dozen, with 3:18 remaining in the first half.
He's been there, he's a veteran. Yung malas niya sa unang phase ng laro does not affect him all throughout because he can do other things. We know that we can count on him, not necessarily to make the shot, but to make the good passes and to make the right decisions. He's been there, he's been in that situation, so alam niya yung gagawin niya.
Oo naman, di ba? Junti Valenzuela, he's been there. He's been the main guy for Red Bull Barako in the championships that they've won, in crucial games. Eh, sabi ni Coach Jong, he can help in many ways, not just to make the shot, but we all know he's clutch. He can hit that big basket.
Yeah.
He did last time around, twice pa.
Oo. Yun naman ang kahalagahan ng isang Junti Valenzuela.
Tapos rebound pa, diba? Offensive rebound, diba? Ang ganda nung nangyari doon para sa kanila.
Depensa ka na, may opensa ka pa, may leadership qualities ka pa. Ano ba hanapin mo?
Yun na nga, 11-5 ang record ng Barangay Ginebra mula nung nakuha nila si Junti. E sa game na ito, double figures na siya, 2-3. 10 points for Junti Valenzuela, but the ball is now with Santa Lucia. The 3 minutes and 5 remaining dito sa ating first half. Umulod. Wants to challenge. Goes up. Gets some contact. Tinumasok kanyang layup. We turn it over to Dominic Oidoms. Anong balita?
Well, alam mo itong last time out, sinallenge ni Coach Boy Fernandez sa kanyang team. Sabi niya, mananalo lang tayo dito. Hindi depensa tayo, hindi tayo mananalo kung makikipaglaban tayo sa opensa. And he challenged Pinoy Umarog. Sabi niya, Junti Valenzuela, 10 points na para kanyang pinaglalaroan. Kailangan lumaban ka at pakita mo na kaya mong i-stop itong si Junti.
You know, I think the thing that you really have to stop is the outside gunning of Barangay Ginebra. I mean, that's the 10th 3-pointer of the game by J.J. Hildebrand on the play. And ito, nakaagaw na naman, Artadi.
Bye-bye. 18-point lead for Barangay Ginebra. Pinaayaw na Santa Lucia, persa pa lang.
Yun na nga, they want a knockout punch right away. 2 minutes and 23 remaining dito sa ating first half. A 30-second timeout is called on the floor by the Santa Lucia Realtors. And then we were saying earlier, Barry, ayaw na Santa Lucia na palakihin to, get things out of hand first half pa lang, to give them a chance to knock on the door and get a victory. Diba ito ang ating top power hustle board. Offensive rebounds, lamang ang Santa Lucia. Sa steals, lamang naman ang Ginebra, and the blocks are even. That's our top power hustle board brought to us by Top Power Energy Drink. Top Power Energy.
Ano sinasabi kanina sa report ni Dominic, depensa, no? Pero dapat yung depensa mo hanggang 3-point shot eh.
Oo.
Pero 10 3-point shots yun pagka dinepensahan mo yung 3-point shot, luwag na luwag si Alexander sa ilalim nun.
And well, you know, something happened there and they haven't been able to mark the 3-point shooter for some reason. Nasa opensa ngayon ng Santa Lucia. Paulo Mendoza, 7 seconds on the shot clock. Tries to explicate. Drops it off to Marlu. Marlu hesitates. Goes to the basket. Hook shot. Bounces in. The soft touch for the big man.
7 points in the ball game for Marlu Aquino. Trying to turn back the hands of time.
Oo.
Ito kanyang unang team eh. Barangay Ginebra eh.
Oo. At he was Rookie of the Year wearing those colors. Alexander wants to challenge him. Agaw ni Paulo Mendoza. This could be the start of something. They need to start somewhere. Itong Santa Lucia Realtors. To Kelly Williams, his jumper from 18. 9 points para kay Kelly Williams. All here in the second quarter, a minute and 25 remaining dito sa ating first half. Energy, kailangan iangat ng Sta Lucia. Eight seconds on the shot clock of Barangay Ginebra. Hildebrand makes his move. Wants to go to Rivas, who loses it. So this could be a mini run para Sta Lucia Realtors, a chance to close the gap. You know, halftime is fast approaching.
Biggest lead was 18 points. Ngayon 14 lang sa Sta Lucia pa ang bola. Tagiwa checks in.
Marlo Aquino wanted to go to Kelly. Hindi makapunta ron. Ando si Rivas with a good defense. Scoop shot ni Marlo Aquino.
May foul yun. Pangatlo ni Alexander.
And Alexander, a big sheepish grin on his face.
Talaga naguhuli lang. Kumukuha lang ng foul. Si Alexander ba may sheepish grin o si Marlo Aquino?
Hindi. Smirk naman dito yung kay Marlo Marangayas. Kasi makikita natin si Alexander talaga napangiti na lang after that call. And of course, yung veteran move ni Marlo Aquino. If I can't go over you, I'll just go under your kilikili. Yan ang ginawa niya ron. And, pero minti sa kanya unang free throw eh. Ano mo, nakalimutan pa natin i-mention itong mamang to. Si Alex Crisano, nandiyan pa pala sa bench. Barangay Ginebra. Rivish, Menk, Mamaril, Crisano, and your import, Chris Alexander.
Malaki, no? 1 of 2 para kay Marlo Aquino. Pero okay na yung free throw shooting ng ano. Mahalaga doon ako yung pangatlong foul ni Alexander. And Alexander has to sit down.
Mabauli sa 13. Lamang ng Barangay Ginebra. And Sta Lucia, you know, they can make a couple of stops here before the half ends. They'll still be within striking distance in half number 2.
Offensive ba to or what?
Somebody falls in the lane. It's Denok Miranda. Offensive foul, Junti Valenzuela. So, another turnover para sa Barangay Ginebra. 42 seconds remaining dito sa ating first half. May chance na makalapit lalo itong Sta Lucia Realtors.
Well, let's see. Kailangan maka-score ito Sta Lucia ng next 6 seconds.
Oo nga, para makakuha ulit ng possession. Ryan Reyes takes it from out there. Doesn't go. Hindi talaga bumabatok para sa kanila, but they get an offensive rebound. And now practically it's a 3 or 4 second differential between game clock and shot clock. They can use most of this. Miranda stops and pops from 15 and trickles in. Goes down to 11. They make a stop here with 18 seconds remaining. Pwede pa.
Pwede.
Here's Artadi calling the play number 4.
Sa tawag na making timeout si Coach Jung with Chico. 10 seconds remaining, 30 second timeout. Pag-uusapan nila, score tayo dito para medyo maganda-ganda kutso natin higaan.
Yun na nga. Diba? Kailangan nila yun. And they've been dominant here in the first half, especially with their outside shooting, particularly beyond the 3-point line. That's the crowd here at the Inares Center, intently watching this on a rainy day. They're still here to watch your favorite PBA players duke it out. This is only game number 1, or game number 2 of the series, but the first of a doubleheader from the Inares Center. Mamaya, Coca-Cola Magnolia, magbabakbakan pala mga Magnolia doon ng 1. Kung manalo sila, tapos na yun.
At, yun nga, sa linggo, ang simula na ating semis. Whether there's a game 3 or not.
So, ang senaryo mangyayari is either walang game sa Friday, kung matapos yung dalawang serye ngayon. May isang game, kung isa lang ang matapos ngayon. Or 2 games, rubber match ang mangyayari. Sa Biyernes, the semi start on Sunday, no matter what happens. Ito, 10.8 remaining. White shirts of Ginebra wanna get the last shot. And push from Joseph Yo. Hindi raw shooting, sabi ng referee, emphatically calling it. Referee Guevara says, side court inbound.
May isang foul pa na pwedeng ipamigay ng Sta Lucia dito.
Crisano to Artadi. Will they use it now? Artadi goes to the basket.
Namigay nga ng foul, pero
and that's not what Boyet Fernandez wanted to happen. And nakaupo na lang siya on the bench. That blew up right in their faces. They should have given it up at this point. Pero he made it all the way up. Nakakuha ng basket si Artadi. May chance na maka 3-point play pa. So a chance for a 14-point lead at the half for Barangay Ginebra with the completion of this 3-point play. Di pumasok yan. The rebound with 2 seconds remaining. Kenny Williams looks up and heaves.
Diretso.
Line talaga, kitang-kita natin yun, pero kulang lang sa lakas at sa pagtapos ng ating first quarter, first half. Barangay Ginebra was dominant, hitting from Rainbow Country 10 times. And that's our score at the half, 56-43. We'll be back with the halftime activities. Pabalik dito after the break.
This portion is brought to you by the new Petron XCS Complete Combustion System. Fuel your drive.
Our halftime score, 56-43, 13-point lead for Barangay Ginebra. At the start of this ball game, we said that Sta Lucia would be at a disadvantage because their import, Lee Benson, has left. He's not with them today, so they're playing all Filipino. Akala natin magda-dominate ang Barangay Ginebra in the shaded area. And true enough, they dominated, but it wasn't from the shaded area, Barry.
Kaya nga, it was from the outside because they have made 10 out of 14 3-point attempts.
Exactly. So they're really hot shooting on the part of Ginebra. And several of them were really hot shots in the first half. Dahil nga, it wasn't just one player. It was guys like Helga Brandt, Kagiwa, Junti Valenzuela, Sunday Salvacion hitting 2 or 3 3-pointers for a total of 10 in that first half alone. And that's the reason why they were able to pull away.
Kaya nga, 71% from beyond the arc. And 1.7 straight 3-point shots. Yun ang story ng first half natin eh.
Yun na nga, instead of those 3-point shots, the game would be much closer. Yun nangyari dyan dahil nga sa nag-ulan ng 3-pointers dito sa loob ng Inares Center and naiwan ng Sta Lucia. But they were able to come back a little in the end of that second quarter to bring it a little closer. Let's check out the halftime statistics to show how he never dominated. Check out the 3-point shot. It really was the one that would illustrate how they were able to pull away. Pero, diba ito, Kagiwa, everybody hitting it from everywhere. And as we said, yung halftime stats natin, field goal percentage alone will dictate what happened.
60 against 45 sa field goals, rebounds. Well, bagay lang mga Sta Lucia dito, 20 against 19 assists. Doon, 16 as against only 5 by Sta Lucia. At nakita natin yung turnovers, kahit sabihin natin na nakakalamang dito ang Sta Lucia, doesn't really matter eh. As long as yung 3-point shots ang Barangay Ginebra, pumasok eh.
Yun na nga, that does it for our Petron XCS halftime report. At sa pagbabalik natin is second half action in this bakbakan between the Sta Lucia Realtors and the Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings.
This portion was brought to you by the new Petron XCS Complete Combustion System. Fuel your drive.
Alam mo, it's been a rainy day all over. But inside here, it was raining 3-point shots para sa Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings. And they were hitting it from every angle from that 3-point arc. And most of them were uncontested.
Yun na nga
tayo nagtataka, Barry, kung bakit nangyaring ganun. And after 3 or 4, perhaps dapat na-check na yun,
That would be understandable, Kasi nga, walang import itong Sta Lucia. Therefore, ang main concern nila was to guard the shaded area. Kung saan they were expecting Alexander would dominate. Dahil sa they were clamping down on Alexander, yun mga maliliit na mama ng Barangay Ginebra na miyesa sa labas.
Like I said, after 3 or 4 3-point shots, you'd think they'd come out. But as we see, second half
Hindi pa kami tapos.
begins. We have not fully explained what happened sa ating first half. And si Junti hits the 11th 3-pointer of Barangay Ginebra.
Right there, 33 points
They own TM3 country today.
Yun.
Ito si Ryan Reyes. Pick and roll, but the roll was a bit slow.
Play gun array,
So 16-point lead. On the strength of another 3-pointer. That's Junti Valenzuela's third 3-pointer, 3 of 3 from that area. Together with Helter Brand, who has also got 3. Kagiwa, who's also got 3. Salvacion's got the other 2.
Valenzuela, 13 points na in the ball game.
Oo nga Sabi nga natin di ba last game, sa fourth quarter lang siya gumising. Ngayon first shot niya, tres agad kanina So, di ba?
Lahat sila gising na gising.
Supalpal ni Marlo Aquino, si Chris Alexander. Kelly Williams. Jumper from 14. Doesn't go. Rebound play. Omolon battling. Chris Alexander, they get it back. Marlu makes his move to the basket. Hook shot is short. Here's Barangay Ginebra. Billy Mamaril from the outside, going to the basket. Out of control.
Where was he going?
Yun na nga, and was perhaps wishing for a whistle. Pero hindi tumawag ang ating baseline referee. Ball goes back to Santa Lucia. Trailing by 16. Ryan Reyes, who played a great first quarter but it tapered off the second quarter. Para rin sa Santa Lucia. Marlo Aquino very far from the basket. 10 seconds remaining on that shot clock. Marlo Aquino, naghanap ng kakampi, make his move. Loses it.
Ang ganda pa ng depensa ng Barangay Ginebra, no?
Exactly. Ito si Junti Valenzuela. Drops it off to Helterbrand. He takes it from three. Wala yan. Rare miss from the three-point area. Oo, rare. Naka 70% nga sila sa first half. Home alone to the basket. Chance for a three-point play for the Santa Lucia Realtors. They were only 6 of 9 from the line in the first half.
Billy Mamaril will be charged with a foul and Nelbert Lumolor. Bigyan ng bonus free throw dito.
Another miss from the line from Santa Lucia. And it was Ginebra who started out very terribly from the line, missing their first four. But lately, Santa Lucia is the one missing. Yung mga three-point play nila, hindi na kukumpleto.
Ay, libo pa si Chris. Nakana sa ilalim.
Nakana gets that basket. He started the ball game for the Barangay Ginebra Gene Kings, getting that basket.
First field goal ni Chris Nakana.
Kenny Williams to Bitoy Omolon. Omolon makes his move. Nakana pulls it away from him, pero may pito ang ating referee.
Napupuno na tayo.
Garci Ferrer called that foul. 14-second shot clock para sa Santa Lucia. Let's see what they come up with. Here's Omolon. Turns around and almost got the basket in spite of the unorthodox spin. Diba? Kontra-tempo. Hindi pumasok na. Here's Mamaril. Naghahanap ng kakampi rin. He goes down to Chris Alexander. And Alexander has been quiet offensively.
Gumagano naman yung mga kampi sa labas ng traveling para dito kay Chris Alexander. Sabi nga natin, ito, napupuno na ito Inares Center. When you think na, you thought na itong dahil sa Bagyong Helen maraming tao hindi makakarating. Pero alam mo kanina, nag-commute na ako dami, galing Pasig, Quezon City, papunta rito. Daming
marunod ng laro natin. These are the quarterfinals and you can expect the games to be rough and tumble dahil nga fights to stay alive. Ito ang nangyayari. Santa Lucia really just being outgunned by Barangay Ginebra sa game na ito from the three-point area. Kung kaya naman malaki-laki ang lamang ng Ginebra with 8:50 remaining sa ating third quarter. They have the ball. The bounce back to Alexander.
wala nasa labas na tayo uncontested dyan at Barangay Ginebra reposting the 18-point lead.
Absolutely zero resistance on the part of Santa Lucia on that play. Reyes. Kelly wants to get it. Wala sa three-point area over the backboard.
Namamagana dun sa tuktok well, namamagana to at to stop the bleeding.
To try to stop the bleeding.
Try to stop the bleeding. Pinasok ito si Joseph Yo, maya-maya si Dennis Espino naman.
Baka sakaling mag-click ang mga laro nila. Well, Joseph Yo played okay in the second quarter, picking up where Ryan Reyes left off in the first quarter. But it's a matter of playing well at the same time. Hindi nangyayari. Hindi nagkakasabay-sabay ang magandang laro ng mga Realtors. And whatever you say, sending Lee Benson away, that was 20 points and 18 rebounds that they had to make up for.
Billy Mamaril losing ulit. Ito papasok na si Dennis Espino for Marlo Aquino. Referee is for Billy Mamaril. Isa ko ng pinsan ko. Pinsan ko kasi nagtatrabaho dyan sa LRT 3 line Nanonood daw sila dyan.
Ito, lob pass to Alexander. Wants to go for the hook. The standard shot of the day dyan sa shaded area is the hook shot for both sides. Chris Alexander nakakuha na naman ng 2 puntos. Yo to the basket, lefty layup.
Yes po, Yo.
Oo.
Okay, pangalan nga po ng pinsan ko si Obet Pascua.
Ayan.
Tsaka yung mga ka-opisina dyan sa LRT.
Thanks for watching the PBA.
Sa santulan yan eh. Sa santulan ng office sila eh.
So, Joseph Yo, like you said, trying to be a spark plug, gets a basket. Ngayon, lob pass naman dito kay Omolon.
Counted!
Chance for a 3-point play. Let's see if Omolon makukompleto ngayon dahil kanina nagminti sa free throw, sa bonus free throw. So, chance to make a mini run. 16-point lead. Marami pang oras dito. 7:28 sa third, meron pang 12 minutes sa fourth. And Joseph Yo, of course, providing some energy as well as some playmaking.
Marami nagtatanong, pag ba natalo ang Santa Lucia dito at maaging nagbakasyon, ano na ang chance ni Kelly Williams na maging most valuable player?
Ano nga ba?
Pwede pa, all Pilipino yung pinag-champion na nila eh.
Yun na nga.
Diba malaking bigat yun. Eto si Kelly Williams, dadagdag, sinakalkal,
And that was a great aerial shot there para sa Kelly Williams and Rafi Rivas. I mean, you knew that Rafi Rivas was going to challenge that shot. And let's look at it one more time. Na-excite si Kelly Williams and Rivas wasn't gonna just let it go.
It was clean upstairs.
And the crowd reacting to Ginebra.
Malinis na sa palpal eh. Body contact yun eh.
To the widescreen dito. At this juncture, marami tayong PBA fans watching us on this stormy day. We have a good PBA fan, a fanatic watching. Florderisa Moral is watching us. She's at the St. Luke's Hospital, Bari. She has a brain tumor operation tomorrow. So we wish her all the best. And our prayers and thoughts are with Miss Florderisa Moral. Thank you for watching the PBA.
Yung mga tiga-Tacloban daw, batiin natin. Si Kenneth Uy, nanonood sa atin yan.
So 1 out of 2 of the play para kay Kelly, and the lead is 13-65 to 52. That's very manageable, 13-point lead, pero kailangan tumaas talaga ang energy level ng Santa Lucia. In the past couple of plays, they've shown some improvement as far as that is concerned. Tignan natin kung may pagtutuloy nila yan. Here's Rafi Rivas coming way out to get that inbound. Trying to go to Alexander, they lose the ball. Ball goes back to the green shirt, so opportunity for Santa Lucia.
Alam mo, isa pang motivation para sa Realtors. Si Baden pa natin kasi sa Sabado magbe-bordo yan eh.
Espino's shot is thrown away by Alexander, but Santa Lucia preserves the possession. Kelly Williams trying to extricate, and he passes it over to Omolon. Ayun, nawala na ang tuluyan ng bola. Here's Kagiwa.
Napakasikip pero ito maluwag. Kaya lang ang sama ng tira pero he cuts his own miss. Follows it up.
Pero yun eh, lightning yung batang yan eh. So, nagmintis man ng una.
Twice.
Oo. Diba? Mali yung pectus nung unang reverse niya eh. The sorry miss on the part of Santa Lucia. Ito na, shooting from 3. He misses. Joseph Yo for the rebound. 15-point lead. Omolon almost loses it.
He does.
To the super speed of Artadi.
And Joseph Yo did the right thing. Maraming yung sa Alexander.
Preventive foul na ron, and the crowd is alive dito sa Inares Center, enjoying the action, which is becoming more rough and tumble as the game goes on. And sayang lang ang mga plays ng Santa Lucia just as they're about to come a little closer.
Wala eh, no? Hindi sila makakapitalize eh, no?
Mga kaibigan natin dito sa PBA, nanonood din. Si Magumar John, nanonood ngayon. Hello to Amanda. Timeout is called on the floor. We'll be back. Bitoy Omolon is one of the guys that Coach Boy Fernandez is counting on to wake up here in the second half. Try to bring his team back just a while ago. Ryan Reyes to Omolon for the basket. That was our Buhay Coke shot brought to you by Coca-Cola. At ng shots magaganda at walang katulad, kaya ang Buhay Coke, buksan mo.
Kailangan marami pang ganong kagagandang tira para makahabol ang Santa Lucia.
As I was saying a while ago, si Magumar John nanonood, isang kasama na dito sa ABC. Former colleague here, Alan Gregorio, also watching the game with his friends at Zaifu Grill dyan sa may Amagong. We see Mark, he was going to the basket.
Umaabot pa dun yun?
running. Another basket which extends the lead to 17, 69-52. And Sta Lucia has to find a solution. And it's not going to happen with outside shots like that from Dennis Espino without a chance of getting in. So, Sta Lucia naiiwan dito natin third quarter. Pero marami pang oras. 5 minutes and 34 remaining. Third quarter pa lang po ito. 12 minutes of action pa sa fourth. Nag-iwas jumper is short. Alexander uncontested on the putback. Pero hindi pumasok ang kanyang tira. Naghahanap ng foul. Genok Miranda.
Alexander has been frustrated. Ay! Matutulong pa.
Joseph Yo is able to recover the ball. Goes inside, kicks it out. Reyes open from 3. Wala pa rin. He gets it back. Passes to Espino. Espino trying to create some space. Nakakuha ng foul mula kay Mark Kagiwa. And Espino will go to the line. And this could be his way of regaining his shooting touch.
Sana.
Sana.
He faked left dito kay Alexander. Went right dito kay Mark Kagiwa. Tapos ang third foul ito si Mark Kagiwa.
Dennis Espino, you know, the MVP of the finals last conference.
Wala pa rin.
Di pa rin pumasok ang kanya. His shooting touch is really off. Oh, not around. Van Houston is the shirt of choice for the power dressers. Van Houston dresses up the modern man. Endowed with distinction and a clear-cut sense of style. Van Houston, best dressed shirt.
Pareho sa play, ha?
Yun na nga, 0 of 2 from Dennis Espino. That's very atypical for him. Normally has a sweet touch for a big man from the line. Pero wala talaga in this game. So it's still a 17-point lead. Gusto palakihin pa yan ng mga white shirts ng Ginebra. They better mark Jundi. And he misses on that jumper. But Alexander!
Iba na matangkad.
Iba na matangkad. But yun ang effect nga ng walang import rin to match up with Chris Alexander. Lee Benson not around.
Kumpiyansa yung mga outside shooters sa barangay. Tira. May rebound ka naman eh.
Eh, lalaki ba naman ng mga tao sa loob ng Barangay Ginebra, you know? They have at least 2 guys standing at least 6'6" at every time in the ball game, di ba? Aside from Alexander, may Mamaril, may Eric Mink, may Rafi Rivis, may ano pala nung Alex Crisano. And they all played for a while in the second quarter.
Nakakunti ako ba sa tattoo ni Crisano? Hindi mo maalala?
Oo nga. Kaya ko nga nakalimutan eh.
Yeah. Binati natin yung tiga LRT Line 3. Binati natin yung tiga Tacloban. Meron pang isa, tiga Tribune. Pero nanonood sa Tanawan, si Armand Carondang.
So dami, everybody's tuning into this game on this rainy afternoon. Sabi nga natin, which is now evening. And you know, victory here para sa Barangay Ginebra finishes this series. And they'll face the Red Bull Barangay, which should be a beautiful series as usual. Best of 7 yun, ha?
Maganda
yun. Mamaya naman mag-goal at Coca-Cola ang magbabakbakan.
Yung mananalo doon, tier 21 ang kalaban. Team natin pang foul na to.
The contact from the 2 guys. And doon nga nagreklamo si Mark Kagiwa sa referee. You know, claiming his innocence, but
the honor,
to no avail. Guilty daw, sabi ng referee. Diba? Kaya nag-free throw si Genok Miranda, and he gets the free throws, cuts the lead down to 17, 71 to 54. You know, Paul Artadi has done an admirable job at the point.
Hey!
But as I say that, he slips on the floor at loses the ball. Kelly Williams, Genok Miranda, lefty layup, pinabayaan ni JJ Altabrand.
15 ang hinahabol ng Sta Lucia dito.
4:05 remaining, third quarter. May oras pa ang Sta Lucia.
Now fourth quarter ahead of them.
Artadi to Alexander. Alexander goes to Artadi. Sige pang pasa. Ball goes out of bounds. Stays with Ginebra. So Artadi will do the honors mula dyan sa baseline. 11 seconds sa kanilang shot clock. To Brand, to Rives to Alexander goes up.
Well, in this quarter si Alexander naman, yung mga big men naman ang pinupuntahan ng Barangay Ginebra. Alexander, Rives.
Denok gets a personal foul.
Pang-apat ni Denok.
Strong free throw para kay Chris Alexander. Alexander was the promised import.
11-3 ang record ng Barangay Ginebra since he came in.
He's the third import actually para sa kanila.
Naging siya sila Sean Turner and Ernest Brown.
Tapos ito na, 11-3. Let's see if he can bring it to the promised land.
Yeah.
Diba? Ito si Alexander the Great.
They can cross the Rubicon, ganun ba yan?
Yun, yun na nga eh, diba? And the Rubicon is a team called Red Bull.
Yeah.
And whoever else reaches the finals kung umabot man ang Ginebra.
Yeah.
Tingnan natin. Marami pa pwede mangyari sa conference nito. Kelly Williams' jumper.
13 points for Kelly Williams.
Judy Valenzuela tied up by Ryan Reyes in the backcourt. And Ginebra is all business. They're up by a big margin.
Pero pukpuk pa rin sila.
Pukpuk pa rin sila and they're taking offense at every foul being given to them, giving the opponent dagger looks.
Nasa penalty ng Barangay Ginebra, itong Sta Lucia is 1 foul shy.
Here's Artadi, speeding it up once again. To help their back. Ito si Sandy, dalawang tres yan sa first half. Helter Brand to the basket.
Ano yun? Best player. Parang Jack Knight. Jack Knight the layup eh.
Knife through butter, diba?
Yeah. Ito lang tira parang 5-0 Cruz.
Ayan. Hindi na alam ng mga nanonood yan.
Hindi na.
Ako nabasa ko na lang yun.
Siyempre, may history book ka ng ano eh.
Here's Joseph Yo's fadeaway jumper. Goes over the backcourt. And the ball will go back to Barangay Ginebra, which holds now a 16-point lead with 2:46 remaining in the third quarter. Coach Boyd Fernandez calls a ceasefire to this onslaught by Barangay Ginebra. The Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings are leading this ball game by 16 big points here in the third quarter. And it's been a great way to get here. 7th heaven, 7-game winning streak. Ito naman yung statistics to turn it around para sa kanila, this conference. This is the longest streak.
No?
No, this is the longest streak in this conference. Kasi last conference 8, pero they get tied up with a win today.
And ironically, yung nakagawa ng 8-game winning streak is this team.
Santa Lucia Realtors dun sa Philippine Cup natin. So, tignan natin, di ba? Siyempre Santa Lucia wants to break the streak and stay alive. Ngunit marami pa silang kailangan gawin dito to try to get back. Artadi. Helterbrand, and they're milking the clock, patiently executing their offense, but Helterbrand loses it.
Good defensive posture coming from Joseph Yo. Ito si Paulo Mendoza papasok para kay Ryan Reyes.
Si Ryan Reyes started out very, very strong, pero parang he was checked since the first quarter. Hindi pa siya gumagawa dito sa second half. Kelly Williams takes the jumper. Jumps up to Kelly Williams. It's a high looper and hits nothing but net.
15 points in the ball game para dito kay Kelly Williams. It's well that.
Calling play number 2 is Artadi. 10 seconds on the shot clock of Ginebra. They can get out to Sunday, Salvation, nowhere to go. To Helterbrand. Helterbrand tries to lose the defense. 4 seconds remaining. Fadeaway jumper. Pasok yan. Parang ni JJ Helterbrand.
Wala ka na magagawa doon. He was shadowed by Joseph Yo, pero tayo pumul pa rin ni Helterbrand. 15 points in the ball game for the Fast.
The Fast. Here's Omolon to Kelly Williams. Takes a 3-point attempt. Pasok na pasok yan. TFS for Kelly Williams.
Yes, in the zone, ano? Itong si Kelly Williams, nakuha na niya yun. Birit niya. Pero sa 18 puntos dito.
Well, they really need it from him. There's somebody they can rely on for offense. Siya na yun.
Ba't na tanong dyan eh? Kaya ba ni Kelly Williams kumuha ng 30, 35 to turn this game around?
JJ Helterbrand goes into the lane. Nakawin yung dalawang big guys for the rebound ng Barangay Ginebra. And the small guy ended up with it. JJ Helterbrand.
Swerte pa eh, no?
Oo eh. Ball bouncing the way of Ginebra. Ito, just a while ago, Kelly Williams hitting the TM3. Atid sa inyo yan, bagong TM discard you see him, 30 pesos lang. May bagong discard ka na. Santa Lucia wants to get a whole bunch more of those to get back in the ball game. Alam mo, malaking bagay talaga yung 3-point shooting ng Barangay Ginebra, Barry, which made them get a double-figure lead in the first half. Dahil 9 3-pointers ang naipasok nila in that first half alone.
2 for 2 for JJ Hildebrand. At isa pang nanonood sa atin, yung aking kumparing si Ambert Bertuccio.
So under a minute remaining third quarter, 15-point lead, Barangay Ginebra. Mendoza asking for some motion. They go to Omolon. Omolon kicks it out to Kelly Williams. Takes a 3-pointer top of the key. Wala yan. Rebound play. White shirts get it. Artadi. Kelly Williams is there. Passes it off to Alexander. He's blocked by Kelly Williams, but there's some contact. Natawagan ng referee. Referee Garchi Ferrer calling that. So si Alexander naman na pumunta sa linya ngayon. 38 seconds remaining in this third quarter.
15 points ang lamang nitong Barangay Ginebra. 13 points, 13 rebounds for Alexander the Great.
Well, make it 14 points right now. Very quiet, except for that one slam dunk a while ago. Talagang quietly efficient itong si Chris Alexander. Not even so much outbursts, screaming to the crowd like he normally does.
Well, but getting the job done nonetheless. Kahit sabihin natin na yung 3-point shots ng Barangay Ginebra made the difference. It was because of Alexander. Dahil nasa ilalim siya, binigyan niya ng kumpiyansa sa mga teammates siya. Tumira sa labas. Tira lang kayo. Akong bahala sa rebound.
Marlo Aquino missing a 17-foot jumper from the left quarter court. It's a 16-point lead by Ginebra with only 11 seconds remaining sa quarter na ito. Let's see if they can add on to that. Si Hildebrand making the move. 2 seconds remaining. Goes up. Olaya. Williams gets the rebound. Looks up and heaves. Pero wala na yan. And Ginebra maintains that and actually adds on to the gap between it and the Santa Lucia Realtors to end the third quarter 79-63. Fourth quarter action coming up. You know, the Santa Lucia Realtors, when their backs are against the wall, like their backs are against the wall today, pag nakakapit na sila sa patalim, they've been able to deliver this season. Diba yan? Game 7 ng semis, last conference.
Game 7 ng finals.
Game 7 ng finals, yeah, Pure Foods. Tinalo nila doon to win it. As of course, Dennis Espino was the MVP. And then last week lang, yung wildcard round natin,
dalawang magkasunod na knockout yun.
No, na-knockout. Nani-knockout nila yung kalaban. Double figures ang panalo nila.
Alaska and then Talk-Tex.
So yun na nga, to make it to this quarterfinals. At ngayon, their backs are against the wall. They're down by 16 with 12 minutes of basketball to play. Down 0-1 in the series. Tingnan natin.
Is it still possible?
Yun na nga eh.
Di ba?
Kaya pa ba? And they start the fourth quarter with possession.
Barangay Ginebra is 12 minutes away from entering the semifinals.
To start the fourth quarter, Mendoza, Yo, Omolon, Aquino, and Williams on offense. As Mendoza takes a 3-point attempt that goes in and out. Para sa White Shirts ng Ginebra man, Hildebrand and Artadi in the backcourt. You have Rivas, Eric Mencken, Sunday Salvacion in the front line. Hildebrand. Jumper from 16. It's hard to beat a team that's shooting that well from the field. Barangay Ginebra.
Alam mo, ito pa isang glaring dito eh, no? At the end of the third quarter, Santa Lucia has only issued 8 assists. A total of 8 assists.
Total na yun, ha?
Si Artadi, 8 assists pa.
Artadi lang.
Artadi pa lang yun.
Ayun pala eh. So, well, kasi daming mga feed ng Santa Lucia na namimintis ng recipient, di ba?
Yun eh.
And so, no assist for them. And,
ayun tayo sa Artadi. Hindi ba assist yun? Hindi ba assist yun?
Ay, taga mo ba?
Sure na.
9 assists in the ball game. Credit that to Paul Artadi. You know, as we were saying, Artadi playing great in game number 1 of this series. 11 points, hitting a 3-pointer. Tuloy-tuloy pa rin. Bounce pass.
Ano ba yung bounce pass, reminiscent or Bernie Cabioso's bounce pass?
Oo nga, at napatukan pa si Helterbrand, yung defender.
Tuwang-tuwa sa J.J. Helterbrand.
Okay, sabi nga natin eh. Spectacular plays. Pumping up the crowd. And you know, if you're Santa Lucia,
yung mga ganun bounce
allowed
passes,
to happen eh, di ba?
Yung panahon ng araw yan, Chris Patriota, si Bernie Cabioso lang, tsaka si Robert Jaworski gumagawa nun.
One-handed pa, Jaworski.
Hindi tigil sa dribble, diretso.
Completing it. The lead is 19. And Artadi, this time, the recipient of an assist.
Kasi na nasa harap eh.
And the lead has ballooned.
Blackjack!
Blackjack. 21-point lead. Ginebra, timeout Santa Lucia. Barangay Ginebra Gene Kings getting production from everybody. Junti Valenzuela, one of the main guys. And in this ball game, he has the no fear, fearless move of the game. To the basket for the scoop shot. That was our fearless move of the game. Brought to you by No Fear Underwear. Got the balls for it. Junti talaga, not missing a beat. Jumping over from Red Bull to Ginebra, ganun pa rin. Efficient player, this is Junti Valenzuela. Coronel is in the game.
Pupugot pa sa balon eh, no?
Oo. Muntik pa maagaw. Here's Kelly Williams. Long three-pointer. Almost made it. Would have been great if he did.
4 seconds in the shot clock. Pwede pa sanang ilapit ng konti. But Kelly Williams decided that's it. Yan ang nabit sa malayo.
21-point lead. Chance to build up on that lead. Artadi trying to thread the needle, and in the process, knocking down Kelly Williams. Foul is called, and Artadi shaken up a bit. Dominic Uy, anong balita dyan?
Well, Santa Lucia realizing na the time is not on their side with this big lead. Sabi ni Coach Boyet Fernandez, kailangan talaga nilang dumepensa. They have to pick up full court and try to force some turnovers. Sabi nila, pagpa-setup lang tayo, hindi tayo mananalo. So we need to pick up full court, force turnovers, at yun naman ang laro nitong Santa Lucia, especially when they won the championship last conference. Charlie?
Well, we really want, you'd really want Santa Lucia to step up in all departments at this point in time. It is make or break eh. 10-10 na lang ang natitira sa ating laro. But you know, there's this look on the faces of the Santa Lucia Realtors, even if you go across their bench. And it's just not the same look that they've had.
It's not the look of confidence eh.
Right.
Wala eh. Probably a look of hope. Diba? Ganun lang eh. Kaso, Paul Artadi scoring 2 free throws, upping the lead of Barangay Ginebra to 23 points.
Oo nga, and that crosses the timeline. And you see, it's Ginebra pa ang nagpa-backcourt pressure pa rito.
Gusto talagang tirisin eh. Parang gano'n eh.
Tapusin na talaga. And they just don't want to win. They want to beat Santa Lucia soundly. And here's Paul Artadi once again. Artadi looking to the right and finding Kagiwa.
Assist number 10 for Paul Artadi.
So, ilang points sabi si Paul Artadi?
12 points and 10
double-double.
Double-double for the small guy. Sabi niya, umuulan eh. Siyempre, may lightning dyan.
At ito, naaga pa ulit. Reeves ahead to Artadi, to Kagiwa, to Alexander.
Ayawan na. Kakasayahan na, Ginebra eh. Ganun mo eh, ba yun? 27.
The 32nd timeout is called by Santa Lucia. And you know, we were saying, we usually use the term, when we say 32nd timeout, is to stop the bleeding. But, my God.
How do you do that?
Yun na nga. Talagang, wala na. Energy, the Yakult slam dunk from Alexander. There it is. Yakult every day, okay. Sigurado ka dyan. Sigurado nga yun. Walang kalaban eh.
Pero may malaking mama eh, pumahagibis pababa.
And you gotta love the way Ginebra wanted to entertain the crowd on that play.
Tama ka doon.
Kasi their fans came out to watch the action.
Nandito mga fans sila, let them get their money's worth.
And doon na sa basket si Mark Aguiwa, tutok na eh.
Sabi siguro ni Artadi, assist ko na yun eh.
Oo nga.
Laming isa na yun eh.
Ba't ka kumuha ng assist sa
Ikaw
akin?
po assist ko yun.
12 points, 10 assists, 5 steals for Paul Artadi. Nagagawa pa ng 5 steals yung double-double niya. Ganda ng nilalaro. Ryan Reyes got hit, no call. And Coronel taps it out. And Reyes is looking at the referees asking, what do I have to do? Or what do they have to do to me for you to call foul?
Well, palayo ang babatiin natin. Sa Pangasinan naman, si Leo Cabike nanonood. Masisihan dahil Ginebra fan to eh.
It's all over the Philippines. And an alley-oop!
We've seen everything.
An alley-oop to a small man inside. That rarely happens. So credit another assist for the Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings. Ryan Reyes to Kelly Williams, and these are the two guys they wanted to pop today, and they get a TM fresh from Christian Coronel. Makes you wonder they should have brought in this guy earlier. 26-point lead. Alexander, triple team. Foul is called against the Sta Lucia Realtors. 8 minutes and 24 na lang natitira sa ating laban. Sta is called for the foul. First personal. 14-second shot clock para sa Barangay Ginebra. Alexander wants to work. Wants to go base pero naagawan ni Da. Coronel asking for it. Love pass inside. Basang-basa ni Eric Menk yun. And on the spin move, Coronel clips Paul Artadi for the foul. And you could see that coming all the way. You could see that coming all the way. Talagang everybody was looking at the passer. And there's a lob pass. Salvacion goes out. Artadi goes out. Pacana is in the game right now. So is Eric Menk. And Coronel guilty of holding Pacana. And you know, we always have to go back to the point that Sta Lucia is playing importless.
Yeah.
And you know, for all the right reasons, perhaps Lee Benson was sent away. But it would have been nice to have the big guy inside.
It's admirable, no? Parang sa paano sa Sta Lucia. They just want to be held hostage.
Right, by an import demanding all sorts of things.
Import.
We heard Buddy Encarnato at the start of this game explaining kung bakit nila pinaalif talaga. Sobra na eh. Sabi niya. And so he threw him away. And you see Alexander finishing the break para sa Barangay Ginebra to add on to this lead. FPF na to si Alexander. Wala na eh.
Marimos na siya ngayon.
As we watch that, all the way, nakita niya, napakaliit ng kalaban. Why not take it all the way to the basket? And why not a foul free throw to boot, di ba?
Yeah, sinimulan ng mga outside shooters sa tapusin ni Chris Alexander. And it's a 3-point play. Palaki ito, 29 na.
29-point lead, 7:41 remaining. Reyes wanted to go to Coronel. But he ended up with Espino, back to Reyes. Coronel to Kelly. Kelly goes up without the ball. The ball goes the other way. Another turnover para Sta Lucia Realtors. And Sta Lucia at this point in time, with 7:24 remaining, looks like a beaten team. Wala yung energy and even the body language just isn't the same para Sta Lucia. This is the team that won the Philippine Cup Championship. And it's been a roller coaster conference para Sta Lucia. They've had great games and they've also had stretches kung saan sila nagtalo sunod-sunod. And also the changing of the imports.
Yun, nagsimula sila kay Wesley Wilson. Then they brought in Jamar Brown.
And then this last guy, Lee Benson, who they brought in and now sent home. So they're jumping up at center circle. Mamaril and Williams will go at it. And Mamaril Tips it over. Eric Meng controls. Ang dami talaga na overwhelmed tayo sa dami. Yung mga kaibigan natin watching the coverage tonight. You know, we've already mentioned several of them. I have two very, very close friends of mine watching this game. Juancho and Alexi are watching this ball game. Salamat sa inyong pagpapanood. I hope you're enjoying.
Ako naman palapit ng palapit. Tignan, malalayo binabati natin yan. Sa Greenwood Park lang dyan sa Pasig, si Steve Ong. Congratulations, ang-champion daw sila back-to-back. Match 80 ng St. Stephen.
Mark Aguiwa still in the ball game in spite of the very big lead with only 6 minutes and 35 remaining. And of course, Coach Jong Chico not leaving anything to chance. Mark Aguiwa going baseline, Denok Miranda. Denok Miranda from the start of this ball game na-neutralize yan dahil sa quick fouls early in the first quarter. Inupo na yan and he's never found his rhythm in this ball game. This man, Denok Miranda, who starts at the point for Santa Lucia and most of the time dictates how things will go for them. Not today.
Tatlong straight fouls kagad ang binigay kay Denok Miranda. Yan ay bangko ito.
Aguiwa hits the first to make it an even 30. So top power, top players natin, league leaders natin sa points. Stephen Thomas, you have Alexander for rebounds, assists si JJ, Reyes in steals, and Alexander again for blocks. That's our top power, top players brought to us by Top Power Energy Drink. Top Power Energy, and Ryan Reyes has a chance to lead the league in steals. Be the first rookie since who?
Johnny Abarian.
Johnny Abarian.
Nandun sa coaching staff ng
Ginebra.
Parang kay Ginebra yan no?
The lead pass to Kagiwa. He's all alone. Throws into the lane para sa layup. 33.
33. Oo.
33 na lamang ng Barangay Ginebra. 6:09 remaining. Full timeout is called by Santa Lucia, and Coach Boyd Fernandez still wants to give some pointers to his boys.
That's the character of this team. Every time someone goes down, someone always steps up. Paul did a good job. Jimothy did a good job. Even Willie came in and gave us good minutes. Even Pispatana did good. So hopefully everyone comes in, contributes, and we get this victory and go to semis.
You know, if you apply what J.J. Helderbrand just said to this ball game, that somebody always steps up. In this game, everybody stepped up. Or everybody has stepped up so far. Look at the points, the scoring for the Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings. And hindi lang yun lahat na pinasok, may positive na kinontribute. Espino hitting a jumper.
I'll probably tumawag ng timeout si Coach Boyd Fernandez. Not so much yung try to catch up, but salvaging some respect.
Yun na nga.
Talo tayo okay lang, pero huwag naman natin pabayaan.
Maba naman kayo. Don't let it get, you know, it's 30 plus already. So si Omolon, foul was called prior to Omolon's attempt. 31-point lead, 101-70. And Santa Lucia has experienced up and down this season. Of course, the highest of highs, winning a championship last conference. But right now, doesn't look good for them dito sa ating Fiesta Conference. Kelly Williams passes it over to Ryan Reyes. But the future is bright for Santa Lucia. You see Omolon hit a three-pointer TM press. This guy hits 37% from that area.
They've shown that they have one of the best local lineups. Meron doon sila nag-champion sa Filipino
Oo nga. Well, the turnovers, Santa Lucia piling it up. Nare-reward naman ang Kings sa kabila. Converting those turnovers. In and out para kay Kagiwa. Espina for the rebound. Here's Ryan Reyes. Strong move to the basket. Layup doesn't go, but there's a whistle. 2 free throws will be awarded to Ryan Reyes. Amaril is called for the foul. Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings call a timeout with 4 minutes and 57 remaining in this ball game. 101-73 ang ating score. Ginebra way ahead. We saw the last question in your screens a while ago, sino magtatagumpay? And by the looks of it, Ginebra ang magtatagumpay, not just in this ball game but in this series, because of the very, very large lead with only 4:57 remaining in the game.
It looks large for the Gin Kings, ano?
A short series nga ito, and alam naman natin, 70% of the time when a team gets game 1 of a best of 3, they go on to win.
Oh, dahil double match point yun eh.
Oo nga. And a steal from Omolon doesn't.
3 seconds.
Oo, 3 seconds na natawag doon. Pero on that play, some energy shown by Omolon. Pero kulang and could be too late in this game. And you're right, this point in time, Coach Boyd Fernandez calling timeouts, drawing up some plays.
Highly improbable kasi yun 30 points.
For future reference na yung mga play na binibuild up niya.
Hindi yun eh. Huwag naman tayo magpatambak. Let's go out in style.
This juncture, we turn it over to Peaches Abirin with the report. Peaches.
Okay, sila ang dynamic duo, ang Fast and the Furious, and ang hot tandem ng Gin Kings. Not only that, they're also the best of friends. And the funny thing is, Mark and JJ are also the #1 and #2 contenders for best pair of the conference. But to the two, the competition is not what they focus on. Personal awards are not important to them. What's important though is that they help each other bring the team to the championships, guys.
Naalala ko yan eh. There was a game, an out-of-town game that I covered, and sabi ni Mark Agiwa, he promised the fans that he's gotta take the team to the finals.
Oo nga.
And they were on a losing streak back then.
People were laughing when he said that.
Yeah.
Talaga ha, sabi ng mga tao.
Talaga?
And he had it recorded. It's on tape. It was shown on television. Na sinabi niya, we're gonna make the finals. As a matter of fact, as we see Denok Miranda hitting the ground.
Now this is uncalled for. Pabayaan mo na yun, 3.5 minutes, close line tackle pa coming from Billy Mamaril.
He's called for a flagrant.
Hindi na dapat yun eh.
And Miranda is very upset.
Dati pa sila makakampi sa Coca-Cola. Para tawagin ni Coach Jong si Billy Mamaril, that's uncalled for eh.
Coach Jong, telling Billy Mamaril, hindi na kailangan yun.
Hindi na kailangan yun.
And let's watch it once again, almost a close line yung nangyari doon. And Miranda hits the deck hard. The players are sent to the benches. As you see it from another angle, yun na nga, purong-puro sa mukha. And Miranda bounced back up immediately, but it's really where the forearm hit that prompted the referee to call that type of foul. And parang boxing match ito, pinapunta sa neutral corners yung dalawang teams. Flagrant 1 on Billy Mamaril ang tinawag. So that's 2 shots ball possession.
Teruin mo yun. Magpa-fine ka pa.
With 3 minutes and 31 remaining and a 26-point lead.
The outcome will be beyond
doubt at this point in time, right? So Denok Miranda at the line. He's not too happy about what happened. Ito, let's check out the hustle board, top power hustle board. Offensive rebounds, Sta Lucia is up, but steals, it's really been Ginebra and they've been converting that. Blocks are even still. Our top power hustle board was brought to us by Top Power Energy Drink. Top Power Energy.
1 of 2 para dito kay Denok Miranda, and Mamaril is out. Rodriguez is in.
Look who's in the ball game. Melvin Mamaklay. And on the other side is Maki Escalona.
Yeah.
The kids, the young ones. Sabi niya, young ba? Mamaklay?
29-year-old rookie.
29-year-old rookie. Rookie pala, the rookie.
This yata rookie si Aristotle Franco.
Aris Franco back in the day for Shell Turbochargers. Or Shell Rimula X pa yata. And the layup and the hard fall by Maki Escalona, who bounces right back up. And you know, on one end you have Mamaklay taking an attempt, on the other side you have Maki Escalona. They want their game. Gusto nilang score sa game na ito to get some points under their name tomorrow in the newspaper.
At ibang pasok, si Alex Bordado. Crisano.
So we have the My MVP tryout, so we've been advertising again and again. Of course, we acknowledge Governor Junjun Inares and of course Congressman Robbie Puno for helping us in the My MVP tryout ng Bayan sa Inares Center on August 1st. It's coming up. Of course, Manila Mayor Fred Lim who played host for, of course, Norman Black in a courtesy goal yesterday, which we featured at halftime. So there's a tryout also sa San Andres Gym this coming Friday for the My MVP program that we're having, as we see Kelly Williams hitting a M3. So still piling up the points for himself. And the leading candidate for MVP for the season will play his last game for this conference. And let's see if he can still get it. As we see Maki Escalona
getting his 2 points kasi kanina minipis yung dalawang free throws.
Yan na nga. So nakadalawa na si Maki Escalona. Mamaklay will take it from the right. It still doesn't go. 0 of 2 from the field for him. And they're just playing it out. 2 minutes and a half remaining. You got Wilson coming in also the ball game, and Joseph Yo will also come in, as well as Chris Pacana to bring out the rest of the regulars.
Yan. Makapasok naman.
Ito po na si Denok Miranda. Valenzuela goes down to the bench. Job well done para sa kanya. And Valenzuela has his eyes set on his former team.
Yan ang ano eh.
Sa semis, di ba?
Yan ang isang subplot doon eh.
Of course. Ito si Joseph Yo to Dennis Espino, who's really played subpar in this game and once again misses. Ngunit nakakuha naman ng foul. May chance ang makakuha ng dalawang free throw. Crisano pleading his case na hindi raw siya nag-foul.
Alam mo, lahat ginamit na ni Coach Chong eh. Si Big Pablo lang ang hindi na ipasok.
The veteran Big Pablo.
Pwede pa ba?
The senior statesman on the bench of Barangay Ginebra, as far as the players are concerned, of course. Yung second winningest season ng Santa Lucia ito, 29 wins, 23 losses, and might go down to 24. And in 1997, they had their best season, 31 wins and 30 losses. It's been a great season for them overall. Sapagkat nakakuha sila ng corona sa first last 2 minutes. So din sa inyo ng Outlast Maintenance Free Battery. Start agad. 23-point lead. They want to cut it down. Pero mintis ang tira ni Yo. Tap back to him by Reyes. Tries to do some magic, but Reyes does some of his own. A basket, plus a chance for a 3-point play. A minute and 43 remaining. And you know, these are the questions being asked. Can Kelly Williams still be the MVP after getting knocked out tonight?
Oh, malaking
Can Ryan Reyes still be the Rookie of the Year after getting knocked out tonight? Yan ang mga tanong dyan. It also depends. Sino mga kalaban, di ba? At tatagal pa ba rin yung mga kalaban? Di ba?
Magtitignan natin yan. Dahil in contention din sa Arwin Santos eh.
For MVP.
For MVP.
And he's in the semis already. Ito si Arwin Santos. So Rookie of the Year naman, Ryan Buenafe. For Coca-Cola, which is still alive. We'll find out later. Will they still be alive for Friday's game or out na rin ang Coca-Cola if Magnolia wins? Alex Crisano missing the tap-in. Here's Yo. Nakagawa pa ni Maki Escalona. Ang Ateneo Lasal labanan yan.
I think it's 3-1.
Davis doing his best Chris Alexander impression on that slam dunk. Kelly for another 3. Dennis Espino playing volleyball. Mamaklay. Ball taken away. Maki Escalona will go in for the lay-in.
6 points for Maki. 4 points pa lang pala kasi kanina nagbigay ng assist.
So under a minute remaining. Ryan Reyes, sinupalpal ni Alex Crisano. Maki Escalona to Alex Crisano. Kicks it out to Wilson. The tap from Pacana. And Crisano unselfishly giving it for the little man Escalona for another basket. And Escalona, you're talking about efficiency?
Yeah.
Maybe a minute and a half, 2 minutes. He's got 6 points already in the game. Diba? Kelly Williams. And that's been the story of Santa Lucia this evening. Tutok na, hindi pa pumapasok.
8 points.
Round robin. Ay, Maki Escalona, 8 points para sa kanya. Galing naman yan, 2 minutes, 8 points.
30 seconds, may puntos si Maki Escalona. Career high naman, career high.
And as the Santa Lucia Realtors say goodbye to this season, we congratulate them once again for winning the first conference crown, the Philippine Cup, and for reaching the quarterfinals, fighting through the wild card, making it here. But tonight, Barangay Ginebra was the dominant team, reigning it from 3-point country to blow this game away. And they win the series 2-0, and they will face the Red Bull Barako on Sunday for the semifinal series. The other one, quarterfinal series, will be decided later on. Magnolia goes up against Coca-Cola. Or on Friday, if Coca-Cola wins later. And that's our final score, 113-85. That's a 28-point lead para sa Barangay Ginebra. And of course, we can't say enough about Barangay Ginebra in today's ball game. Defensively, offensively, of course, Santa Lucia did not have their import. This is our game turning point. Help the brand on the reverse. Such our Gatorade game turning point brought to you by Gatorade. Is it in you? And it was definitely in Ginebra tonight. And let's give it to this guy. Great statistics, double-double, 6 steals pa, partner.
Lahat may asterisk Personal conference high
Oh, he did better than last game. He scored 11, now he scored 12. And his assists 11 now and 6. So ang ganda na pinakita ni Pollard na the quarterbacking para sa Barangay Ginebra throughout this game. Just a great ball game para sa kanila. And Barangay Ginebra now will go up against Red Bull Barako. Mortal na magkaribal. Diba? Muli maglalaban. Itong dalawang to. Diba? They're gonna go at it once again. And it's gonna be one great rambula na mangyayari dyan. Abangan natin yan on Sunday. That series is gonna start. And of course, the subplot, Junti Valenzuela playing against his former team, his former coach. Let's see if this Royal Rambulan will live up to all the hype. People wanted this series to happen. So, abangan natin yan.
It's just happening too soon.
Yun na nga Hindi sa finals yan. So, yung playoff picture natin, ito natin yung playoff picture, Barry, right now.
Isa tapos na. Tapos na isa. So, sino makakalaban ng 8-21 sa semis? Mamaya, pwede nang may makalaban yan. Pero pwede rin sa Biyernes pa malaman.
So, Coca-Cola and Magnolia coming up later. Thank you for joining us for this ball game. He never wrapped it up during the semis against Red Bull. On behalf of my partner, Barry Pasco, our game producer, Miko Halili, Dominic Uy, Peaches Abirin, and the rest of the men and women here at ABC5. My name is Charlie Cuna. Thank you for joining us. Stay tuned for the next game later on. Maraming salamat po.